money. Shop, that's the plan. With SC Mobile, always close. Just tap the app that's doing the most. SC Mobile, always close. Just tap the app that's doing the most.
So good morning to everybody. I'm very excited to be speaking about our role as HR professionals in supporting employees navigate the challenges that COVID has brought into the workplace. I do hope that at the end of the session, we will all be encouraged to take action to support our employees through this challenging period. I want to begin by thanking HR Focus for providing this platform where we can learn and share as colleagues in the same fraternity to make a bigger impact in our various roles, and more importantly, offer timely support to our employees around the nation, as well as navigate this difficult period. So I should say that COVID is very unprecedented, and it has shaken the whole world and completely changed the way we live and work. It has impacted economies, societies, organizations, and our own employees. So at the beginning of the pandemic, lockdown measures were introduced across the world. Everything temporarily shut down, including schools and non-essential business activities. Travel obviously was heavily restricted. Flights were canceled, mass public gatherings as well as social events were prohibited. And we saw the effect of all these measures leading to a significant shutdown in economic activities the world over. Today, a lot of measures such as social distancing intending to reduce the spread of COVID are still in effect to help minimize the risk of the infection. And we were almost sure that things were returning to normal, but the coronavirus has turned out to be much more resilient than anticipated, with the emergence of several strains as the virus mutates, even with the rollout of vaccines. So COVID has really impacted our work patterns, and it is important that as HR professionals, we guide our organizations and support employees to manage this change effectively. Some organizations and institutions in Ghana and globally have fully reopened in the midst of the third wave under extraordinary rules, while others are still debating as to whether they should open fully and whether opening fully is the right thing to do, or even adopt a hybrid option instead. So as we navigate this third wave of the pandemic in Ghana, there's no doubt that it has led to the emergence of a complex and challenging environment for human resource management. So HR managers have to position themselves strategically to provide ingenious solutions that balance business sustainability and the health and well-being of our employees. Let me just share some thoughts with you as HR professionals on how we can all together help achieve this. The first is on employee well-being, which is of utmost priority. So there's no doubt that our state of well-being, of being comfortable, healthy, and happy has a huge impact on our ability to be effective and productive. Our well-being affects customer experience interactions. It affects our ability to adapt to organizational change. It affects our working relationships with our colleagues. It affects our level of productivity, creativity, and engagement, and the overall prosperity of our business. And so it's very important that as HR practitioners, we prioritize the mental, physical, social, and financial well-being of our people. I should say that the pandemic has impacted employees in more ways than we can ever imagine. The lockdowns and restrictions of movements, as well as sicknesses and loss of loved ones, has had an adverse impact on our people. And so investing in the well-being of our people has become even more critical in today's HR function. At Standard Chartered Bank, our employees are our greatest asset, and we are committed to protecting and supporting our colleagues through this challenging period. So we offered support in diverse ways when the pandemic started, and with the current surge in cases driven predominantly by the highly contagious Delta variant, we continue to review and enhance measures to protect the health and well-being of colleagues, including minimizing face-to-face meetings, implementing work-from-home arrangements for all but critical and branch staff, making use of mobile medical consultation and prescription delivery, provision of an in-house clinic to provide a more exclusive healthcare facility, and we made use of a lot of sensitization seminars to reduce the risk of infection and ensure we continue to operate effectively. And for our colleagues who tested positive, we supported them with 24-hour clinical psychological support as they navigated through this challenge, and provided accommodation to those who couldn't self-isolate at home due to family constraints, to allow them the peace of mind and a place to heal properly. As we see more variants coming up and the possibility of this being a reality, we have reinforced and introduced more support to our colleagues through mental health first aiders, introduction of well-being tools, confidential and free counseling 24/7 through our employee assistance program, use of on-demand and live well-being sessions, all with a view of helping our colleagues manage the pandemic. Another point I would like to make is that we should consider moving towards a flexible work arrangement model. And this is something that, as HR practitioners, we have to drive across our organizations. With a third wave and the emergence of a new viral variant, organizations need to consider moving towards a work arrangement model that has enough flexibility to adapt to the uncertainties in the system, as well as one that supports work-life balance of employees and business sustainability. Mega external trends are reinforcing the importance of flexi working, and HR must be intentional about making systemic changes and treat every employee as if they work flexibly, whether in the office or not, without compromising on productivity. Research has also shown that organizations that offer the greatest flexibility have greater resilience in times of crisis. They have increased efficiency as well as access to talent that was previously out of reach. So as we explore more flexibility in our workspace, we are also looking at focusing on a new mindset that embraces the fact that productivity is not about being present in the office, but about setting ambitious objectives and ensuring that these objectives are met. So how can we achieve this? HR must encourage the organization to invest in technology and the necessary tools to improve productivity within a flexible working model. So at the beginning of the pandemic for Standard Chartered Bank, we deployed a lot of resources such as laptops, headsets, data bundles, and we even increased VPN capacity for our employees. Today, aside the branch network, we have about 65% of our employees within our head office working efficiently from home. Flexible work arrangements does offer employees the opportunity to have flexible working hours. It saves commute time, it fosters job control, and allows them to experience the use of new technology. So for example, teams that we are on today, we wouldn't have had this opportunity if it wasn't for the effects that COVID has brought onto all of us. In addition, it offers companies opportunities to optimize the use of their resources, such as office space, and ultimately save the cost save costs. I should say that flexible work arrangement does come with its own unique challenges, and HR needs to support and empower managers who are leading remote teams through this new working model. There's also the need to consider the impact that remote working might have on employees' mental health. So for some employees, remote work implies working in isolation with significantly reduced human interaction. Working from home can also be psychologically demanding for employees with family distractions and the multiple roles that they must assume while working from home. In addition, the increased use of technology can lead to the perception of an everlasting urgency, generating possible expectations about the constant availability of employees. It's therefore very important that we as HR practitioners introduce the right enablers to allow for efficient implementation of flexibility in work arrangements. It's also important to make use of analytics to understand the impact of flexible working on performance and productivity. These insights will allow supervisors and executive management make better judgments on how to manage their teams such that they remain productive in the new working environment. Finally, as HR practitioners, we have to provide a safe working environment as a way of supporting our employees through the pandemic. If your business is such that employees need to be physically present, HR and executive management must commit to providing working conditions adopting the highest standards of health and safety measures for all employees. Workspaces must be redesigned to allow for collaboration, but still adhering to physical distancing protocols in some key areas. Physical presence in workplaces can be maintained with rigorous measures such as physical distancing and wearing face masks, with implementation of work schedules for different groups of employees if practicable. And for this to work, HR must ensure that the observation of these protective measures and planned work schedules are very effective. For instance, if you have a client-facing staff, as in colleagues who work from a bank branch, who must be physically present in the office, then we must ensure we maintain physical distancing rules. They should regularly sanitize their hands or wash their hands, and they must always wear protective face covering. We can also, as HR, offer regular testing for such employees if they have not been fully vaccinated. And the same applies if you have colleagues in factory shop floors or colleagues who perform critical roles from an office location and are not in a position to work remotely. As I end my submission, I would like to say that while 2020 was an extremely volatile year, 2021 has proven that the disruption is far from over. If anything at all, the disruption caused by COVID has no end in sight. And so it's important that HR builds upon the lessons of this pandemic to be innovative around working conditions. We need to relook at staffing requirements and employment relationships. And we need to upskill and reskill our people for the future of work. Thank you very much.
Enterprise alive and see we are moving, we are cruising. This is how it feels like to have Enterprise Life in your corner. They give solutions that make life easy every day. So now I can focus on my dreams.
Miss Moko to Kumbitibia, Enterprise Life, Wahun Shemo, I don't know. Yan, who do you move?
Hey,
I shock will.
We've got life. Dream big. Go on and dream big with us.
Dream big with
With us, Enterprise, your advantage.
Enterprise Insurance, in partnership with KEK Insurance Brokers, presents a collaboration between two giants of Ghana's insurance industry. The offsprings of the collaboration are Compextra, Third Party Amplified, Home Advantage, and Pet Insure. Wondering what these names stand for? Let me tell you a short story. Compextra. Do you want more from your insurance provider? Compextra is the solution you have been waiting for. For a little fee on your comprehensive premium, you can get these extra benefits: loss of use, cash compensation for alternative transportation in the event of an accident. You don't have to be stranded because your car is in the workshop. Misfueling, compensation for mechanical breakdown due to the wrong fuel type in your car. Enhanced PA cover for 4 additional persons you share your ride with. That is the extra value we provide to our motor comprehensive customers. Third Party Amplified. Did you know a motor third party policy does not give you any cover for your own car? Now, with a Third Party Amplified, you can make a claim on 3 significant parts of your car, such as the windscreen, side mirrors, and minor scratches. No need to worry about the Okada drivers who hit and run. Even with a third party cover, you are sorted for some damages on your vehicle. Home Advantage. Get a home insurance policy bundled with a pet cover at a great discount. Keep your pets as safe as your home. And now, whenever you think of insuring your home, think about getting a bundle cover like the Home Advantage. Pet Insure. Introducing the pet insurance for the first time in Ghana. Our pets are lovely companions. Love them, protect them. Our pet insurance covers medical expenses, accidental death, public liability, accidental injury, and more. Together, let's keep our pets happy, healthy, and protected.
Everyone deserves that easy life. Bank in your pocket without the strife. With SC Mobile, always close. Just tap the app, it's doing